The last two Battlefield entries have been marred with controversy. 2018's Battlefield 5 suffered from the inclusion of weird amputee women on the front lines of a World War II game. And in response to the criticism, the CEO of DICE, Patrick Soderlund, decided that calling fans uneducated and telling them to either accept it or not buy the game was a good strategy. This abruptly ended in sales for Battlefield 5 tanking significantly below the previous Battlefield 1 and even losing out to the divisive Battlefield Hardline. Patrick Soderlund would end up leaving as CEO of DICE a few months before the game's launch. Next up would be 2021's Battlefield 2042. The hype around this game was immense. That was at least until the open beta, in which it was found that the game was filled with bugs galore, which is typical Battlefield fare, but far worse than usual. Players were also horrified to find out that the traditional class system was replaced with cringe-looking specialists with their own MOBA-esque abilities, similar to what you'd see in something like Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and 4, completely ruining the squad dynamic that the series has been known for. How did 2042 turn out? Well, with the awful beta, blasphemous butchery of the squad system, and lack of single-player campaign came intense backlash. And with two duds in a row, faith was rightfully lost in DICE to produce their own series. 2042 ended up being one of the worst reviewed games of all time on Steam and losing 70% of its player base within the first couple of weeks. Steam's player count for 2042 dropped to under 1,000 at points, and even less players than Battlefield 5. Calling this a five-alarm fire would be an understatement. The controversies of 2042 are so numerous and ridiculous that going any further would require its own video entirely. So where are we now? In 2021, after the disastrous launch of 2042, EA put Vince Zampella, known for Medal of Honor, Call of Duty 1 and 2, COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, and the Titanfall series, as the new head of Battlefield, with the main branch of DICE in Sweden being relieved of leadership of their own series, and head of development given to DICE LA under Zampella, now rebranded as Ripple Effect Studios. People have fairly been skeptical of ever having a good Battlefield ever again, but I think Vince Zampella, with his track record in the FPS genre, is the best chance the series has,